everybody, JTISREBORN here. Welcome back to another edition of my Halloween movie reviews. Oh boy, it has been a while since I last reviewed a Halloween movie. I promised to do them last October, but like every October, for some dumb reason, I get really sick or some shit happens. It sucks. Like, October used to be like my favorite time of year, and I want it to be my favorite time of year, but something always goes wrong, and it upsets me. So, I'm here now. I wanted to do this review with Steve. Remember the last time we talked about Halloween 4, but he's gone for some reason. I don't know where he is. So I'm just going to do this shit myself. I'm going to get this over with. Let's get to this movie. Let's talk about Halloween 5. But before that, I'm going to say some other shit, so let's roll the clips. A lot has changed over the last year or so since my last Halloween review. It has been confirmed that the next entry in the franchise is set to be released later this year, and Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode. And apparently it's supposed to, like, ignore the events of, like, all the sequels except the first movie. So they're going to sequel, like, they're going to make it to where it was, like, Michael Myers never showed up in Halloween 2. So basically, Halloween 2 onward has completely been ignored. So the Halloween series is, like, some parallel alternate universe shit going on here. And this movie's supposed to honor the sequels, but the sequels never really existed in the eyes of this movie. I don't know, it sounds kind of weird and crazy, but you know what? We're not here to talk about the Halloween 2018. We're here to talk about Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, everyone's favorite entry in the series. Actually, no, this one kind of sucks, but we'll get to the reasons why. Well, and here we are. Let's talk about Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Truth be told, I don't really like this movie all that much. Not really. I like Halloween 4 a lot. I thought Halloween 4 was pretty sweet, but Halloween 5 is like, Halloween 4 is up here, and then Halloween 5 just like takes a nosedive right off a cliff and just like crashes and burns. It sucks. Halloween 5 is not very good. So, you've been warned. Full spoilers ahead. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Let's get to the goddamn review already. The movie begins with a recap of the ending to Halloween 4, where they shoot the hell out of Michael Myers, although this time they throw dynamite down where Michael fell and he escapes through the river. So, after he escapes the grenade or bomb or whatever they threw down there, which wasn't in the last movie at all, I might add, he, falls into the river, ends up at some, like, hermit guy's hut, and then, here's the real kicker here. He tries to kill the guy, but he succumbs to his wounds, and he lies inside this hermit guy's hut for an entire year. And the funniest part about all this is the hermit guy doesn't alert the authorities. He doesn't alert, like, anybody about this, pretty much dead guy inside of, like, a coma that's just been lying in his hut for an entire year. Like, how did he survive this? Like, what the hell is going on here? I know he's got, like, the Curse of the Thorn, which they explain in 6 is how he gets his power, but Michael Myers pretty much had this, like, dead guy lying in his hut for a year, and he doesn't bother to alert anybody. And the funny part is just, like, Michael Myers, as soon as he wakes up, like 1 year later, kills the guy. Why didn't this guy alert the cops? Why? Like, I know he's some crazy hermit, but if there's a practically dead guy living inside your hut, you should do more. And the funny thing is, Michael Myers has just been in the same clothes for an entire year. No IVs or anything, no food or water. The guy just kind of let him lie there for an entire year. Like, what the shit is this? It makes no sense! Anyways, we soon find out that after the incident in Halloween 4 where Jamie stabbed her fucking stepmother, she's basically just been living in this clinic now for an entire year. She's mute, she's got a strong psychic connection out of nowhere with Michael Myers. Well, they get kind of hinted in the last movie when she has those dreams and stuff. So basically, with her psychic connection, it means she can see him killing people, and she knows where he is and such, and yada yada yada. You get kind of the idea. Now, the series never gives an official explanation as to how this whole psychic thing between her and Michael Myers works, but I assume it has something to do with, like, the Curse of the Thorn symbol that, you'll find on Michael's arm on this movie, and it's a plot line that's, like, basically the whole entire focus of Halloween 6. So, when we get to talking about that movie, I'll explain more of it, but for now, it's just, like, we get no explanation, and it's just weird. So, let's move on. Another thing that I found really disappointing about this movie is that it completely abandons the idea of Jamie being the next killer after she stabbed her stepmother at the end of Halloween 4. Why would you introduce this idea in 4 and not follow up on it, like, at all? It would have taken the series in some interesting new directions by having Jamie be the killer this time instead of Michael Myers. Now, from what I heard, the original intent of the movie was to have Jamie be the killer, but the producers in that were just like, no. Throw that shit out the window. We want Michael. we want Michael Myers back. We want him to be the killer. That's what the fans want, which, you know, I love Michael Myers, just the next guy, but I think it would have been more interesting if you had Jamie be the killer. Considering how, you know, Michael at her age started killing, and Jamie stabbed her stepmom half to death. But then it's like this movie, it's like, oh, or she really lived, and then, like, you know, she's just a mute, just going crazy, and it's just... Halloween 5. I hate you, Halloween 5. You suck. That's what it does. It just pisses me off. So Jamie is in this clinic, and we see that Rachel is still there to take care of her, which is good. I liked Rachel from the last movie, and seeing how far she went to protect her adoptive sister, there was a real good bond between these two, and it was the heart of the last movie. Unfortunately, Rachel gets killed very early on in the film, so that bond is gone between these two. The emotional connection for the last movie, this sisterly bond that was really strong in the last movie, it's gone. It's thrown out the window. So Rachel, one of the few likable characters from that movie, is gone. She's killed off. Just so we can make room for some new and obnoxious characters that I hate. I absolutely hate these people. None of the new characters are likable. They're all annoying. They're so ditzy. There's always sneaking up on each other. Blah! I scared you! Oh, you thought it was Michael Myers, huh? No. And then they pull some really stupid shit, like these absolutely terrible pranks. There's a part in this movie where they pretend that Michael Myers is chasing them, recreating Michael's entire outfit exactly right down to the shitty Michael Myers mask. On a side note, does anybody think that the masks in Halloween 4 and 5 look like total shit? Because I do. Anyways, these idiots act like they're about to get stabbed and reveal that it was all just one big joke. Hee hee ha! Whoa, we fooled you, cops! Oh yeah, that's a great idea, you guys. Let's just continue to pretend to murder somebody in front of these cops who have loaded handguns pointed right at them. How fucking stupid can you get? Ah, I'm gonna stab you! Ah, hey officer, check this out! I got a knife and I'm ready to kill someone! Oh, you got guns! Bam, you're dead! Fucking morons. I guess lucky for them, the cops don't do anything and they continue to act like a bunch of jackasses. Okay, I have to admit something here. As much as I hate this movie and I hate these people, this guy's laugh is amazing, and it makes me crack up every time I hear it. So, still don't like any of them, but the guy's laugh, it's pretty great. Thankfully, Michael Myers shows up and starts killing off all these obnoxious people, with his first two victims being these two as they try and have sex in a barn.
You fucking whore.
After he manages to kill off the remaining ditzy characters, Michael tries to go after Jamie, but Loomis and the cops show up and they basically set a trap for him at the Myers house. And wait a second, that's not the Myers house. It bears absolutely no resemblance to the house in the first movie. How do you go from this to this? It makes no sense. The houses don't even look anything remotely close to each other. And it's not like you could have just done some basic remodeling. It's an entirely different house that would have need to have been built from scratch. That's not the Myers house. It was just a simple standard house. That was kind of the creepy part about it all, was it was just kind of like your everyday place. This thing looks like a fucking mansion, you know, just in the middle of Haddonfield. It's like, it's huge, it's got plenty of rooms, it's just like weird design and stuff, and I'm just like, that's not the Myers house. It looks nothing like it. So why are you saying it is? And based on it, it looks like it's been abandoned for years, which means somebody must have remodeled it in the time that Laurie, like 1 year, and then like for the next 10 years they did nothing with it. So stupid. It's just so dumb. So dumb, Halloween 5. You're just so dumb. I hate you, bastard. Good God Almighty, what is happening to me? I'm going crazy this round. I'm sounding like a complete asshole. Well, more than usual, but like especially this review. I'm just kind of going crazy. I'm losing my mind talking about Halloween 5. Anyways, Michael shows up to the house, killing a few of the cops. He attacks Loomis and begins chasing Jamie some more. You know, as much flack as I give this movie, when the focus is on Michael Myers chasing Jamie in the house, it does get pretty intense here. There actually is some pretty good stuff in this scene. Like the part where she's climbing through the laundry chute and Michael's trying to stab her, to the part where Michael Myers unmasks himself in front of his niece. It's a nice little scene with the two of them kind of forming a little connection here. They try and keep him in the shadows a bit, and they don't try and reveal his face, but we actually do see it at one point, and he doesn't have any scars or anything like that, and it's just like, why? You would think that after all the abuse that this guy has taken over the years, you know, in Halloween 2, He was shot in his eyes were bleeding, he was set on fire, put in a coma for 10 years, they had his face all wrapped up in bandages, then Halloween 4 at the end he's dropped down there and he's put in a bomb and he's just put in another coma. Nothing. He has like no scars on his face whatsoever. What is his secret? Like, is it the curse of the thorn? Does it give him like healing powers? Something. He should have some scars. Like his hands, you see at some point have some markings on her, but his face, nothing. He looks just like a normal dude. They couldn't have put under some makeup or some burn stuff. Something. They do nothing with it. Why? Alright, so after that touching moment between Michael and Jamie, he quickly resorts back to his normal killer self and tries to kill Jamie. Although this time, Loomis manages to tranquilize him and he ends up in jail. But for some reason, when Michael is in jail, they don't take off his mask and let him wear it. What police station would allow this mass murderer to keep his mask on in his cell? What? You gotta be shitting me. Like, why not just have it to where his back is turned? You can film it that way. He shouldn't have his mask on. This movie is just... What are you doing? Why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to the fans? You're not making any sense with this shit. No police station would allow a mass murdering sociopath like Michael Myers to keep his mask on while he's in the jail cell. That should have been the first thing they took off. Or maybe it's because they're afraid they don't want to touch him or get near him, but you're going to have to anyways. He's not, like, well, he is pretty strong, but you're going to have to, move him and shit. It's just like, it just blows my mind. What are you doing? So Michael is in his jail cell and everything seems to be going okay. That is until this man in black comes along and starts shooting up the place, looking all silhouetted like someone in an old gangster movie. Jamie then goes to investigate after she heard all the shooting. All the cops are dead, and it's revealed that Michael Myers is once again on the loose. Which means we get another goddamn cliffhanger ending! That they probably won't follow up on in the next movie. What are you doing? This ending is just so bad and unsatisfying. I absolutely despise cliffhanger endings in movies and TV shows because often we either never get a follow-up or any good payoff. Now, I don't mind if you tease a sequel. That's fine with me. But if you're going to do that, then at least wrap up your story. Like, the perfect example of this is Batman Begins. The whole story is wrapped up, they give the Joker card to tease the sequel. It's not like at the end of the movie, the Scarecrow somehow escapes, leaving Gotham in chaos, and Batman's just like, oh, you gotta wait till the next movie. No, when movies end with a sense of urgency like this, it pisses me off, because it leaves you without any real sense of closure to the story that you are trying to tell. Also, what if this was the ending to the series? This bullshit cliffhanger ending that Halloween 5 has. Would you be satisfied? I wouldn't be satisfied. I absolutely hate when movies and TV shows give us this bullshit type cliffhanger endings with no guarantee of a next season. Teen Titans Season 5, but you get my point. It's just like, that's going to be the ending to your show, or that's going to be the ending to your movie. Why? What are you doing? You're doing everything wrong. I'm yelling at a Blu-ray. That's how fucked up this ending is. That's how much it pisses me off. I'm yelling at something that's gonna do nothing. I can smack it around, I can throw it on the ground, I can bash my head with it. The Blu-ray's not gonna talk to me, it's not gonna explain why. So what am I doing here? What's the point? Why am I yelling about a movie that came out fucking 20, 30 years ago, whatever the fuck it did? It's stupid. Fuck Halloween 5. Fuck you. Good God almighty, what's happening to me? Now, for those of you who are wondering about the Man in Black, his identity is revealed in the next movie, but at the time this film was released, the filmmakers had absolutely no idea who he was. Which begs the question, if you don't know who the guy is, why throw him in there in the first place? You know what? I gotta steal a quote from Jurassic Park that perfectly sums up my thoughts on this character's inclusion, as well as the ending to this movie.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should.
Just replace scientists with filmmakers, and you pretty much have this whole movie wrapped up in a nutshell. Halloween 5 is a bad movie. The scares are lazy, there's too many dumb logic gaps, the new characters all suck, Michael Myers' mask looks awful, the kills aren't all that memorable, and the ending is complete bullshit! Outside of that, though, the only good things I can say about this movie are the performances by Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasance. Those two are great in this movie, just like they were great in the last movie, but even they can't save it. This is one of the worst in the series, and is one that I don't really enjoy watching. In fact, I really, really hate Halloween 5. It sucks, it offers me nothing good. The only good, I guess, is Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasance, but that's not enough to save the movie, and neither is that one asshole's obnoxious laugh. It just sucks. Well, that's going to wrap it up for my review of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I hope you enjoyed this review. I know I kind of lost it a bit in this movie, but that's just what Halloween 5 does to me. It makes me really upset that it exists, because I liked Halloween 4. I really did. And I liked Halloween 1 a lot. Halloween 2 is, so-so, and 3, just kind of like that. But, like, Halloween 5 is, like, the first one in the series where I'm just like, okay, this really, really sucks. And it isn't worth checking out, like, at all. Except for maybe the performances of Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasance, which those two are good. Those two are great in these movies. But whenever they're not on screen, the movie suffers so much because I hate all the new characters. I hate all the scares. I hate the dumb plot shit that goes on in this movie. I hate the stupid fucking cliffhanger endings. Just bullshit. Just fuck it all. Okay. Next Halloween review will be of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I will do my best to get that one out a lot sooner than like the year gap in between Halloween reviews. And I want to get some more content out there. And maybe I should just do these reviews like once a month, the Halloween reviews, with other content squeezed in between. But yeah, so there's that. Anyways, thank you to everyone who sat through this video, watched it with me. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Just let me know. Also, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell for the little notifications, because I guess that's the thing now, so you know when new videos are uploaded. And if you want to talk to me on social media, I'm on Twitter at SeanJTKing. So we can just rant about Halloween movies, we can talk whatever. Because I've been asked a few times by some people, like, are you have any other social media accounts? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm on Twitter. You can just follow me at SeanJTKing. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Until next time, until the next Halloween movie I gotta review. I actually am looking forward to the new Halloween movie that's supposed to come out this October. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. You got people who seem to like care. John Carpenter's doing the music again. So I feel like it's in good hands. I feel like these people know what they're doing. You got Nick Castle's back as Michael Myers, which is insane to think about. I'm thinking the new one's going to be good. I really am hoping for that new one. I think it's going to be the one where we're going to be like, you know what? We got some quality talent in this one. We got some people who wanted to end the series right, and I feel like that's what they're going to do. So hopefully it's great. Halloween 5 isn't. Halloween 6, we'll get to that next time. Trust me, that one's a mess too. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.